Okay, welcome to Thoughts and Bolts. This is Pedro, and today's episode is going to be a fast one. It's about spheres, the most common UFO phenotype. Now, my three sources are the Condign report from the UK, this Brazilian Air Force report, and this report from Project Sign from 1949, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Now, the Brazilian report's a 50-year study that concluded in the year 2000, and the Condign reports from the year 2000 as well. Now, in the UK, the most common UFO phenotype was the ball. That's right. So the most common UFO reported in the UK was a ball. In Brazil, the most common UFO shape was circular. That is, circular was the most common UFO shape in Brazil for 50 years. And in Project Sign, for the duration of that study, or as far as they could determine, the most common UFO shape was sphere. So, in the UK, Brazil, and the US, in these different times in the 20th century, the most common shape was sphere. Now, this is the Baghdad orb. It was taken by a military drone, and it was leaked to the journalist Jeremy Corbell. As you can see, his watermark is on the upper right-hand corner of the screen. And as you can see, it's a metal ball, appears to be flying through the sky of Iraq. Okay. Now, this is interesting because back in World War II, we had the Foo Fighter phenomenon where these fireballs were being seen at night, and they were, following our, American fighter pilots back in World War II over the skies of Germany. Um, and they were also reported as being silver colored spheres way back in 1944 when my grandpa was just a 20-year-old dude, um, over Germany, silver colored spheres. And as you can see, back then they speculated that it might be a Nazi weapon, right? That the Nazis somehow found a way to have these silver colored spheres flying through the sky. And that's funny, right? Because even today, when we talk about UFOs, we say maybe it's Russian, maybe it's Chinese. Well, back then they were saying maybe it's Nazi. And it's interesting because even though Germany capitulated and the war ended, and you had the whole Berlin Wall situation with the U.S. taking half of Germany and Russia taking the other half of Germany, these things still managed to appear throughout the 20th century, in England, in Brazil, in North America, and in Baghdad. So those Nazis are pretty busy if you want to look for prosaic explanations. Um, but hey, back in the 1500s as well, okay, in Basel, Switzerland, people were seeing balls flying in the sky. Okay, this is not a new phenomenon. They were seeing them in the 1500s in Basel, Switzerland. And in 1561 in Nuremberg, Germany, again, stuff flying from the sky, all over the sky. Nobody knows what it is. And the most common shape is a ball, a sphere. Okay, it's circular. Okay, so this is at least 500-year-old phenomenon. And I'm going to end with three UFO videos, three of the most famous. One is the Go Fast video. This is the most common one that everybody knows. And I'm going to play you it now. Let me get the sound right because it's kind of loud, but I really like this one. Everyone likes this one. But here it is. It's a sphere. It's an orb flying through the sky. This image is from a gun camera, a FLIR forward-looking infrared. It's meant to find heat signatures so they can shoot things. And let's watch the video.
Nickel 6-1 Tango Roger,
Oh, got it! Woohoo!
Roger, there's troubleshooting.
Did you box moving target?
02.
No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay.
02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02. 02.
my gosh, dude. Wow, look at that, man. Look at it fly.
Well, there you go. So there's a flying sphere. And then we have also another UFO video. This was from the first UAP hearing back in 2022, when two guys from the Pentagon were called to testify regarding the UFO issue. On the right-hand corner here, you can see a still from the video you're about to see. It was taken from a pilot's cell phone, okay, an Air Force or Navy pilot's cell phone, and it's pretty cool. It's a silver-colored sphere, like they said in 1944. Let's watch. Did you catch that? Let's watch one more time because I think it's cool. So there you go. You got your silver colored sphere, happening in, the 21st century, just like it happened in the first half of the 20th century, flying by pilots once again. The next one is from a Senate UAP hearing. That's Dr. Kirkpatrick, formerly of Arrow, and this is the video he showed. This is not the Baghdad orb. This is a different one from Iraq, but again, it was captured by a drone. Okay, so there's Iraqi people, and there it is. There's the silver sphere flying through the sky, doing its job, scoping out the crazy monkeys, i.e., Americans and Iraqis, as they kill each other. What the heck are they doing? These people are insane. I don't think we should talk to them yet. So there you go. Sphere, metal sphere. So, to recap, because this is a short video, okay? Condign report, this Brazilian Air Force report, and Project Sign. All these reports at one time were secret reports. Now they've been declassified. And in all three, the most common UFO shape is a ball, circular sphere. Okay. There's the Baghdad orb. Okay. Relatively recent, right? 21st century, silver sphere, just like back in the World War II times, over the skies of Germany. Okay. People speculated it was a top secret Nazi weapon. And they're doing that today still, but that doesn't explain what was happening in the 1500s in Central Europe, where people were watching balls fly through the sky, not just in Switzerland, but in Germany as well. Okay, different shapes there, triangles, cylinders. But the most common, again, is the circular ball, the sphere. So that's it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this recording. And remember, no matter what they classify, they cannot classify your consciousness. Consciousness is not classified. Look inward, and that'll tell you a lot more of what's upward than anything else. Good night.